I-94, I-80 Expressway challenges for beginning drivers. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults and teens. When you first get into the car, you want to pause for a second because you're going to be going on the expressway and it's very intense. A lot of cars, a lot of traffic. We want to look straight ahead and adjust our rear mirror so we can see everything out. We do have gasoline, so we don't have to stop. This is going to be a rush hour drive, so I will be giving you real live information. Next, we want to adjust our side mirror because side swipes and rear collisions are very common on any expressway, particularly I-94 and I-80. So we want to educate you properly. I want to look straight ahead and bring the mirror up. I'm taller, so I got to have the mirror up. If you're shorter, you might have to have it down. There's more than one way to adjust the mirrors. We just want to see everything to the side of the car. Now we want to pause. We have our seatbelt on. Start up our vehicle. Breathe for a second. I like checking around, making sure everything is good. We had a half a tank of fuel. The car's idling at about 1,100 RPMs. I have my seatbelt on. Everything is secure. We're going to go ahead and put our right foot on the brake. We drive with our right foot only. We're in North America. Our steering wheel is on the left side. We drive on the right. Looking over my shoulder, I gently accelerate. People getting ready to go to work, school buses. By teaching adults and 18 and 19-year-olds, you got to really be mindful of people leaving late, people going to work, schools getting young people out to drive. We have construction here, so here's a real challenge. We're just going to take our time, let them go by. He can't hear me, he or she can't hear me. He looked at me. I'm looking at traffic, left and right. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to go into the middle lane, and that's what this is for. Okay, I'm going to get over. All right. Construction, let's talk about this. Annually, 1 in 5 construction workers are killed during the year, so we really want to show respect and care for our construction workers who are putting their lives on the line. They want to come home too, so we really have to be careful. I'm going to get over. Part of the I-94 corridor runs east and west, and then it connects in Iowa. It also connects in Indiana, and of course the bottom of Illinois. So what is it like when you get ready on the expressway? You're hoping there are no accidents, you want to move freely, you want to be able to get up to speed. It can be stressful going out and getting ready for this event, so I'm not going to lie, you do get nervous. Even if you do have experience, and I'm talking 10 years or more, if you have less than 10 years of experience, you really need to be listening to this. You really need to be understanding this. There's a traffic jam up there. Fortunately, we're not going east, we're not going west. So, police situation up there. We're going to go on real easy. Control the car. The sun is really bright, so I have on the metal Ray-Bans. You want to have some good eyeglass wear. You want to be able to see, but you don't want to take too much light away. Also, you could let the visor down just like this. That would provide. So it really depends on what you feel comfortable with. I'm in an Impala. They're very popular vehicles, more of a larger mid-size. I'm a bigger guy. I want metal around me. If you're buying your son or daughter a car, you need to be setting up a vehicle that is comfortable and safe. I'm going to squeeze my brakes, go in slow. Oh, goodness. I don't know if it's going real easy. And this is real life. You have to get things to eat, you have to get gas, so we're going to take you through the real life situation. And if it's too long, then I just won't be here. Normally I don't go here, but every now and then you have to treat yourself. We're all human. We all want to be safe. We all want to get to our destination. And I think that's the thing that keeps us going. No one wants to cut off someone. No one wants to be in a rear-end collision, because they're the most common side swipes. You're in the right lane, cars are merging out, they sideswipe you. Why am I talking about I-80, I-94? I was at a social media event for the NHRA down in Joliet, right outside of Chicago. I left 4:30, 4:20 in the morning. Several days ago, I was able to get through, and then I hit the I-80, I-94 corridor, and I was taken back, knocked out, because of the volume of traffic, meaning double-digit semi-trucks in the first and second lane, cars coming from the right, merging first lane, second lane, third lane, fourth lane, cutting off cars aggressively tailgating, not just riding someone, but aggressively tailgating. And this is something that I wanted to arrive to my destination on time and safely. So I backed off gas, and I was traveling about 77, 75 miles an hour, just trying to take my time and be safe. 85 was not an option for me, 95 and 100. And I saw cars going 100 because I have a special app that measures traffic, and average speed was about 77 to 81 miles an hour. So 75, 77 was fine for me without tailgating. Excuse me. So I really just wanted to be safe and not injure myself or others. You always have to keep safety in mind. And I think that's really important, that you keep safety in mind if you want to live, because there are a lot of fatalities. Yesterday, I went through how many people die annually, fatalities, on the Expressway, and it was very eye-opening. And I'm going to do some more stuff tonight, but for this morning, we're going to be in the I-94 corridor talking about best practice, and just being ready to go, and just being safe out here, because we all want to arrive alive, we all want to be safe. And if you don't know what to do, if you don't know dangers, you're going to end up having an accident, heaven forbid, dealing with a fatal injury, where someone dies. So I felt like it was time for me to discuss what needs to be done. How can we arrive alive and be our best?
Good morning, what can I get for you?
Good morning. I need 2 of your spinach, feta, egg, white wraps.
Yeah.
And I also need a large iced caramel. Is it the mocha?
You want a macchiato?
Yes, let's have that.
Iced?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, 1606 for you today.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
That's why you have to have a job. It's very expensive. And mentally, I'm getting ready, because most of you who watch this are working or getting ready to get your license or new to the United States. So this is part of your edutainment, or you're being educated, you're learning best practice, and then I get a chance to really explain it to you, because I'm an educator, I'm an instructor, and I really want you safe out here. Like, you have to be safe. Safety's no accident. We have to go with the flow, but not aggressively tailgate. A lot of these entrance ramps are small and short, so you have to get up to speed very rapidly, and then there's sudden slowdowns. And if you've seen some of my videos before, these are more passionate, these are more in-depth. You're going to see more action, because you learn more And if you're not learning watching this, then don't watch this. But if you're learning and you really want to grow and get better, and I want to get better as your instructor and show you how passionate I am, you're like, I'm locking in on this. So I'm coming up. I'm going to show you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Would you like a straw for the ice caramel macchiato?
Please, yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Perfect. Alright. Then let me grab those food items.
Thank you. They're getting us in, getting us out. Like I said, you got to treat yourself. So I'm not sponsored by them, but
Want the mac and cheese?
going to.
They just have another minute in the oven. And then
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Be right back.
And going to Starbucks, treat yourself, right? No one else is going to do it except for you. And look at this beautiful masterpiece, right? Look how nice that looks. Who doesn't love that? Okay, that'll get you going in the morning. And I normally don't eat like this, but why not? Ooh, yeah, strong.
Got some napkins for you too.
Thank you for the great service.
Oh, absolutely. You
Bye.
have a good day.
I'm just appreciating her, man. So now I'm happy. I'm looking around, checking traffic. Okay, gotta go up. Now, I know we got to push on the expressway. And I'm gonna check. So this is where the adrenaline rush starts. You hear the car, you hear the motor. See, it's a bright day, and I'm gonna squeeze my brakes. I had a driver, yet they're from Ohio, so they know about the I-94, I-80, right? And then you got to be mindful of out-of-town drivers. So what I want to do is get a good merge coming out, build up speed, stay in the first lane a moment or so, and then if I can get to the middle, ride that middle, and just be patient and keep space. I got another car from New York. It was very fascinating. There's some really deadly expressways across the United States. I'm just being real. We're looking at data and using Google Scholar, using other resources. So that truck up there is leading the pace. And I'm looking at the flow of the traffic. Look down the ramp, look to the left. I'm looking for brake lights. I see brake lights. Oh boy, it's gonna be slow moving. I'm gonna give you honest speed too. We're at 60, and this is a longer ramp. So, and this part of 94 is a longer ramp. You can just speed. We don't want to cross the white line unless we have to. Now we can cross the broken white line. Now I'm squeezing my brakes. I want to talk about these jet skis for a minute. Securement. We want to make sure everything is secure. So now we're at 40. You're probably saying you just hit 70. Blinkers on. I try to get minimum of 3 blinks. Your guy's in the middle now. All right. I'm trying to keep about 3 car length cushion. That's a nice Jeep, nice jet skis. I love that color of that Jeep. Isn't that nice? And I'm a car enthusiast. You may not like cars. I like that Nissan Maximus. That's nice. Bronco. So the first danger I see is to the left. The white truck and the white car kind of really close together. And then I do see a gravel truck up there. So eventually I want to get to the left lane. You see how I'm settling down now? We're at 60. We're about 59 and 60. And when you drive in traffic like this, oh, they're a smoker because their window is full of tar and nicotine. Okay, we're at 65. We went from 59 to 65 in just a second. Okay, turn on left turn signal. I'm gonna slide over. So now we're at 70. I'm gonna be very truthful with you about speed. We're at about 72. We're in the left lane because there's a yellow line. Still about 70, rocking out pretty nicely. Trying to establish, I said establish, I'm crazy. I'm trying to establish my following distance. We're at 80. You're probably saying, whoa, they're moving pretty fast. We are. And then you see that equipment in that white truck. We talked about securement. Definitely don't want to be behind them. There's our gravel truck passing on the left. Good morning. Hey, how you doing? I went to Illinois, I-80, I-94 corridor. Learned a lot. So we're at about 85. I'm being very honest with you. I'm going to lift my foot. I don't feel comfortable on top of this Bronco. I want to be able to see. I backed off my speed. I'm about 70 now. We're about 75 miles an hour. Cruising. All three lanes look pretty good. I don't like this lane. I'm going to get over to the right. See, now I can see. Thank you for the thumbs up, means a lot. So I'm about 75 miles an hour. The left lane is obviously more packed, more dense. So I want to be able to see and maneuver. So I feel more calm. And I see the gray van coming out, so no sense in getting over to the right. The gray van does have a blinker. I'm at about 74, 73. I still feel good. Good morning. Hey, how you doing? I was just there in Chicago. What up? I was at they're back over. I was in Joliet at the drag strip. I was shooting some content for the NHRA. They have a program. If you have over 20,000 followers on multiple platforms, they're inviting content creators out. I was out in your area. Got a lot of videos. I'm pushing out about 3 to 5 a day, mainly on Instagram. I'm pushing some out on YouTube. I've used my DSLR camera. I'm not an expert, but I was learning how to shoot with my camera, and it was really good. I see the backup coming around the curve, so I'm off the gas. I'm at 70. Now I'm squeezing my brakes. This car behind me is really flying. I don't want to get hit. That gray car almost hit me. So that's why you got to be really chilled on those brakes. The excitement. Let me tell you, in Chicago, Illinois, they drive very erratic, very crazy fast. So I was on that I-80 corridor. Really kind of overwhelmed me. I wasn't used to the volume of traffic. This is a baby compared to the I-80. And we're on 94, which runs to the I-80. So for the next few days, I'm doing content and discussions about fatalities. I'm in the middle lane, and I'm at 60. I could go to the left lane, I'll be about 65, no big deal. So in I-80, we would have been doing about 75 or 80, no pun intended. We're back up to 70. And I'm squeezing my brakes because I see brake lights popping on, and I'm trying to keep my space cushion in the front. I'm not trying to do a panic stop. I'm trying to squeeze my brakes. And you hear me talk to my adult drivers. I did not go through Wisconsin. I took 94 around out of Michigan, and then I took 94 straight across through the bottom portion of Indiana through Michigan City. Then I hit I-80, and then I took I-80 basically to the drag strip in Joliet, Illinois. So I tried to video as much as I could. I didn't think you guys wanted to see me leaving 4:30 in the morning. It was basically dark, but I did record leaving the drag strip for about 45 minutes. I hit crazy traffic on I-80, a jackknife semi-truck. And even at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, the traffic was just like this, if not triple. And we were doing 1.25 on the expressway for like 20 minutes. Seriously. So I saw a lot of cyber trucks, a lot of nice cars. I don't know what you guys like. I took a lot of pictures, and I can do some voiceovers of cars and trucks, top fuel dragsters. Shout out to NHRA. They treated me like a king. Okay, they fed us. We had Olive Garden. They kept me hydrated. I would take pictures for 25 or 30 minutes out on the track. And if you've ever been in the burnout box, this is where the cars do the burnouts. It's incredible, and I'm learning how to take more pictures. So what I need to do, yes, the Dodge Chargers, the Hellcats, the Trackhawks, Mustangs, old school Cutlasses, incredible top fuel motorcycles. Hopefully I'm saying it right. The dragsters were going about 120, 110. The track out there is only used once a year for those high-end events, so it was kind of it wasn't sticky or it wasn't slick, so I'm keeping space. So a lot of the top fuel dragsters were kind of spinning at the top end of the track, but they did a lot of prep. I have over 200 pictures, and I'm slowly just putting them out. They're on my camera, and I've transferred some to my phone, and I'm slowly getting them out on Instagram and YouTube. I need to put some on Pinterest too. I don't know how the TikTok platform will respond to that type of content because there's an update. So I don't want to get banned by putting out drag racing content, but it is at a drag racing facility, and the algorithm should know that, but I can't risk it because I'm a content creator and I have some brand deals pending. So I'm trying to keep it nice and chilled, but I do love racing. And the one thing I've learned, if you have a race car, any type of racing, just go to the track. Okay, my race car's been at home a couple years, 1968 RS Camaro, just needs some small work, and just get that car out there and drive, man. Pop wheelies, shift gears, do burnouts. So realistically, I'm hoping maybe next year this time. This year, I'm too busy with the social media stuff, driver's ed, job, but I got to start planning because the car's just sitting there and it's dying. But I am going to give the car to my son. He's excited. He might be going to football camp in San Antonio, Texas in a couple weeks. So, and then my hip is really messed up. So I don't want to take the car off the trailer and blow my hip out and not be able to get it back on. I did have the car off the trailer for like a year, but the neighbors were like, can you put that trailer back in the garage, please? So yeah. Because if you're going to take your car off, you better be working on it. You feel me? So right now, I'm just trying to shoot more content, grow the channels, keep brand deals coming, and really learn how to be a better content creator. And for all of you, just do what you're passionate. I love driving, teaching how to drive cars, motors. So, like I'm covering my brake right now. You see whatever that person, it's got the wrong straps on that. Also, the one thing I've learned, make sure you have things properly strapped down, securement. Like you see this semi truck, you see those heavy duty straps that cost like 45 or 50 bucks. Those are the type of straps you need, okay? But you see those shovels and all those other pieces of equipment, I'm not trusting that. So you don't want to be behind the truck because people are killed when those materials come out. So I have to have positive manifestation. I will get out next year. I keep saying it because my car's just sitting home, and the worst thing is to have the car sit at home. So What do I need? I need to put fresh aluminum rods in, new rings, new bearings, probably fresh fuel line. I want to keep the fuel tank in the back because if I hit a wall and the fuel tank's in the front, you know the car's going to catch on fire. So, but I need fresh fuel lines, you know, maintenance, you know, TD and brakes. And if you're listening, and I have very good numbers, so I'm up to about 820,000 views. My goal is to hit 1 million. That's my goal. So I got to keep pushing out content. Like now we're moving good. I'm at 65. We're moving good. Ooh, there's a wide body, but a lot of beautiful cars. I want a couple of products out there. So I will go again. You just gotta drive 3 or 4 hours. Also, we went to a NASCAR race last year. So my daughter's in the NASCAR, and then I have some videos. So I'll post those on the channel also. Like this white van should be getting over. They're holding us up. So I'm gonna make a lane. Oh, they got over. Too late. Okay, just get over, bro. So now we're moving again. If you want to stay in the left lane and kind of hang out, I'm at about 75 miles an hour. I just lifted my foot. I thought that silver F-150 was going to pop in. We're at about 77. Really, I need a digital readout so you guys can see it. But it's really exciting. So I have a new understanding of the Expressway and dangers. Like I'm lifting my foot, this Wagoneer is not moving. The gray F-150 is riding me a little bit. We're at 73 miles an hour. So I've learned more, and I have to share this with you, and I'm using Google Scholar with statistics. So the car that I have, it's got a 850 roll cage. Your car's been about 9.0s at about 150, just enough to get you in trouble. It's got a parachute because the NHRA requires that. We should probably do a video on the car and the safety equipment. And I met a racer there. He was trying to get me to buy his big block, but the reality is my small block makes as much horsepower, if not more, than his. So, and a big block is heavier. I'm all motor, but we do want to make it nitrous. That would be fun. Right now I do some class racing, but the family's got to come first. So I'm lifting my foot. We're at 60 again. I could go to the left, bully cars, but I'm just going to stay here and chill. And you have to decide, do you want to go stupid fast and ram cars? I'm going to get over to the right. I'm going to accelerate through. Okay, we're good. Now back up to about 75. And this is what you'll do when you're driving. You'll be at 70, then 77, then 65. So you really have to stay alert and watch dangers. That's a nice F-150, those rims on there. But I have a lot of videos of motorcycles, the OG muscle cars from the 60s, purpose-built dragsters. So, and then one of the photographers told me, just go out and take pictures, shoot video, shoot. So that's what I did. I'm lifting my foot. We're at about 62. This is a hazardous material carrier to the left. I don't want to be around this tanker. I want to keep moving. Am I saying, you know, and I think you need to have, you know, solid training for truck drivers. I respect them so much. We're in the right lane because of the white line, and this is kind of a downhill drop. So I need to get more data on the road surfaces on I-80 and I-94 and really speak with more education, which I'm planning to. So we're going around a curve. I'm holding about 68 miles an hour. I don't want to mess with this gravel truck. I want to keep moving. I'm lifting my foot. I'm allowed to come out, no blinkers. The first one kind of had one blink, 2 blinks. I try to get 3 minimum. I'm lifting my foot, taking my time. Do not want to be hard on the gas. lifting my foot. They're out of town driver. There was a police situation here yesterday, so this was blocked off. Lifting my foot more, increasing my following distance. Now I'm squeezing my brake. Sorry about that. And then here's a dangerous backup, and this is where a rear-end collision could happen. And I'm trying to keep at least a 2-car cushion, so if I do get hit, I won't be pushed into this car. It's Arcadia, if I'm correct. I know I'm getting off of this exit. See, now they turned on the blinker. Have it on earlier. I'm scared because cars who are not paying attention could hit us. This is where we're all vulnerable. And this is an older exit too. I'm gonna have to do some research on the year of when the road was built. You can't widen this because it's not economically feasible. Every state has a different budget. It's $1 million a mile. So we're moving up the ramp, and I'm trying to keep space. And if you're aggressively tailgating, you're going to hit this Arcadia. The AT4, they just make up these names. It's for branding. This is a GMC Arcadia. But it seems like next year we're going to be getting a truck because if I do plan to go to the track, I need a truck. I have an 18-foot open trailer. Maintenance, of course, tires, brakes, emergency equipment. So that's a whole nother video right there. And a lot of you do have trailers. You do haul materials. I read your comments and thank you. A lot of truck drivers say, hey, keep it up. So I'm blessed to help people, and I'm just trying to keep my space. And how's this guy dressed? So this is a crossover over the Expressway. And I'm not a civil engineer. I just know some basic information to help my adult drivers and teen drivers. And I have an adult driver I'm driving on Thursday. She's 28 and she went through her first lesson, did pretty good. So, you know, we'll shoot some content on that too. Shaquia, she passed her road test 2 weeks ago. We got to check in with her. I know she thought I forgot. She needs to get a vehicle. Then I had an autistic young lady who's 27. She passed her test. Amen. You know, we were all crying when she passed her test. We put a lot of work in. So driving will change your life. And if you're watching this and you're 25, 27, you need to go ahead and just sign up for a coaching call with me. See, people are honking. They're getting pissed, getting mad. Okay? I'm not going to get caught up in that. Use common sense, man. We'll pause. And we got traffic. So this is what drivers and instructors really go through. I'm just trying to look for a gap, look for a space, trying to be careful. Here's my gap. Boom. Made it. I want to watch out for this girl with the afro on there. So I'm lifting my foot because people just panic stop. No blinker. I could have easily hit rear-ended them, but I'm a defensive driver. And then some communities have license plate readers. So you got to really be careful because the community is fed up because people are stealing cars, destroying property. In fact, we were watching a video, thank you, Wham Bam Tesla. A person had stole a car, got sideswiped, and then hit a Tesla, see no blinker, no nothing. You got to do better. You got to do better than these people. And I'm here to teach you what to do and how to do it. And then I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. It's just a common courtesy. And I want to be a good driver and really demonstrate good skills. Okay, we're just trying to watch what's going on, trying to be careful, be that good driver. And then I have to model this. You're probably saying, you're saying drive good, but you can't even drive. I am driving good, and that's subjective. So we made it to our destination. We learned about driveways, we learned about expressways, we learned about I-80, I-94, they're dangerous routes, and we talked about some of the dangers, having good speed control, being a disciplined driver, and we have to be safe out here. So I will be giving you more information later today. We'll talk about securement of cargo, we'll talk about best practices getting on the expressway, and you have to get better every single day. This is why we are here. I'm here to help you get better, and I need you to look at my content, look at my stand store, and if you want a coaching call, and why not, I'm a state certified driving instructor, sign up for a coaching call. The best time is 1 to 1:30, Monday through Friday, 1 to 1:30. That's the best time. Reach out, set up a coaching call. I have materials available, and hopefully you learned a lot today, and I want to say thank you. Bye.